Alright folks, so Global and JP have both been experiencing their recent Dokkan Festival celebrations, getting all these EZAs, messing around with the new Dokkan Festival headliner, probably doing some Super Battle Road, I don't know, just going through the motions. We're kind of waiting for some pretty big announcements to be coming up. Namely, the number one thing I think everyone can agree on, that's the most hyped thing, is the Z version update. We are getting some information on the version Z update on the 15th of November. Once again, I will be doing a live stream reacting to that, so make sure you guys are around for that. But after that, we're kind of waiting for something else that we still have yet to really get any sort of full-fledged announcement for, and that is the Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration, because around the middle of November, close to the end of November, is around the time that we should be getting the Hero Celebration. However, we have yet to receive any new information about what is coming up. Not even an announcement about when the possible Dokkan Now premiere is going to be taking place, or the JP Dokkan livestream. If you guys recall, back on the, was it 26th, 28th of October? Basically the end of October, we had a big Dragon Ball Heroes livestream. It wasn't for Dokkan, it was for Dragon Ball Heroes, celebrating the 11th year of Dragon Ball Heroes. But inside that massive livestream, there was a small subsection, I think it was like 10 minutes, maybe even less, pertaining to Dokkan. And I'll never forget how funny it was in my chat. The reception in my chat during that stream was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on my channel. But people were freaking out, thinking that the world was ending, because all we got during that announcement was that Zeno was announced to officially join as a new summonable unit, as well as 5 awakenings to previously owned SSRs in the game, in the crossover. So we had the Trunks fusion, so Gotenks, Gohanks, and Vegeks, and then we also had the Zeno, Vegeta, and Goku. Those were the 5 that were getting awakenings, and then of course the Panzino. So that's it. That's all we had. So people thought, okay, that's it. This is going to be the worst celebration of all time. The thing is, though, that isn't it. We were supposed to be getting more information. They even said so in their announcements, both on the Global and JP Dokkan Twitter accounts. So today's video is going to be pure speculation, because something actually happened recently that I didn't even notice, and I only found out about yesterday because of my boy Ningen's video. So I wanted to talk about it myself, and that is, there's been some unusual Twitter activity happening on Dokkan. And I don't think this has been a thing. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really think we have been in a situation before where Dokkan will retweet certain tweets, which would then cause a whirlwind of speculation about what is possibly coming up in terms of any sort of celebration or Dokkan Festival. I don't know if that's ever been done before. But basically what I'm talking about is, this is the Dragon Ball Heroes Twitter, right here. And then this is the Dokkan Twitter. This is the JP Dokkan Twitter. So what's going on is that, well, this is November 8th that they talked about the version Z update. If we scroll up a little bit, on the 10th of November, when Dragon Ball Heroes released this tweet regarding the Vegeta and the Trunks Super Saiyan, these cards, Dokkan retweeted this. And it was a little odd. People were then saying, oh, okay, so I guess this means there's going to be some Vegeta or Trunks related new headliner unit that's going to be coming out in the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. And that's still a valid, it's still a valid argument, because we have absolutely no idea what is coming up yet. The only thing that I remember talking about on my Dragon Ball Heroes livestream, or the follow-up, was something that Truth mentioned. And that was when they were talking about the Panzino, there was a particular card art that was within like a certain set that was dropping for Heroes, like actual cards. And inside the set that contains the Panzino, there was potentially, I think, like a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or something like that, that was also in that same set. But that's a pretty far-fetched idea. I mean, it's possible, but it's not really anything tangible. So then this was kind of the next big thing that we were given to kind of latch onto. So people were like, oh, maybe this confirms that God Trunks will be the new Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration unit. Because last year, on November 19th, for the crossover category, we got the newest lead, well, the only lead, 170%. That is the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. That was on the 19th of November last year. We are now at the 12th year, so basically 1 week away, and we don't have any idea. Now, I'm not trying to say that it has to be happening on the same day as it did last year. That's by no stretch am I saying that. But it's just odd that at this point, when usually we'd probably have something, we have nothing. So I don't know. It's honestly just everything's up in the air. Are we going to be getting another crossover category unit? There are a couple ideas for other categories that I will get to in a second. So now let's go back to Dokkan. So this is the Dokkan account. They retweeted the Vegeta and the Trunks Super Saiyan cards. And then they scroll up further, they start to tweet a little bit more. So they tweet this out, which contains 4 cards, definitely noteworthy. You got the Blue Goku, Super Saiyan 4, DNA Digivolve, whatever this is. You got the Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken Gogeta, I believe. You've got the Bai Goku, which is like the one who says farewell to the very end of Dragon Ball. And then you've got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku over here. And then they retweet this. So this is probably the one I think people were paying attention to the most, because with them retweeting this, it opened the door to the possibility, well, it was already there, but it kind of added more fuel to the fire, that one of these might potentially be the new unit to go after during this celebration. Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, or these 2 Gokus put together. I don't really think anybody was thinking about a Super Saiyan 3 or this guy. So the fact that these 2 are now here definitely adds more fuel to the fire that, okay, you know what? Maybe we're not going to be going in the direction of the Royal Blue Gogeta. Maybe we're not going to be going in the direction of the Super Saiyan 3 Full Power Rose. Instead, maybe we're going to continue with more Super Saiyan 4 representation. Or we might jump the gun and jump all the way to the most recent episode, or like the second to most recent episode, where the 2 Gokus are combining, kind of. And with this, I think I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to speculate on some potential leader skills that we could be getting from these. Because if we get a Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken Gogeta, I feel like that could possibly mean that maybe, just maybe, like I said, this is all speculation, nothing is real, alright? Relax. So if you disagree with my take, that's totally fine. Maybe this could be our opportunity for a full-fledged 170% full power leader, because at the moment, we don't really have any really good full power leads. This Broly gives us a 170% attack, but then, oh, that's 170% attack for full power, and then 130% defense and HP. And then the Super Saiyan 4, who's horrible. Well, at least he's not horrible. I don't like using him. But this guy's a Ki plus 3, 150% full power category lead. Maybe this could be our opportunity for maybe a full power, full on Ki plus 3, 170% across the board lead for this category. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe that. Maybe time limit. I feel like time limit is too soon for us to get another time limit. Or maybe they're just going to go in the direction of adding more crossover leads, and they don't really drop a unit that leads another category. That might also be what they might end up doing. So in that regard, perhaps this is the objectively better unit, because this kind of represents the very idea of Dokkan and Dragon Ball Heroes coming together. You've got 2 characters from different universes, 2 different storylines, 2 different timelines, Super and GT, working together. It's kind of a joined forces type unit, a collaborative effort, sort of speaking to the very nature of a collaboration. So I feel like this is actually a good unit to have as the headliner for a Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. Kind of feels like this would be more of an auspicious unit to represent, maybe like for a, I don't know, a 15-year anniversary or something like that. But hey, that's not where we're at right now. We're at 11-year. I think 11-year, while it's not exactly the most, like, you know, auspicious number, I think it still would be fine. And it would be a great opportunity to give us a joined forces lead that's 170%. Because at the moment, we do not have that. We have 130% with the KFC. I believe the Frieza and the 17 give us 150 across the board. Yep. And then the blue dudes also give us 150 across the board. So there is no 170 representation for the joined forces category. And this is quite literally the perfect opportunity to do that. Because not only are they joined forces, but they're literally the same character. So as far as the penalty goes for having a joined forces unit, it's not going to be that bad. It's going to be kind of like Blue Dudes. Blue Dudes actually has many decent categories, right? Because both of the units involved in the joined forces are pure Saiyans, both Realm of Gods, both from the Tournament of Power. So it actually makes this a pretty decent unit in terms of team building flexibility. But for the most part, other joined forces are quite terrible in terms of team building. Like, for example, the Krillin and the Gohan. These categories, man, they're atrocious. But this is literally 2 Gokus put together. So I think this would be a great lead and a great unit to throw onto any team, which would make this Dragon Ball Heroes leader a very fun one to use on other teams as well. So those are my thoughts on these 2. And I don't know, did Dokkan retweet anything else at this point? Let's see, let's go back. Scroll up a little bit. All right, so they retweet this as well. More Dragon Ball Hero stuff. This one, I don't know if people are really looking at. Oh, I mean, I guess it's always possible they could be giving us, what are these guys called? Beat and Note or something. These guys, those are your, like, you know, your main protagonist characters. And then they go back to their standard Dokkan stuff. So this kind of threw the Dokkan world into a tailspin. People are very confused, excited, maybe nervous about what's coming up. But since we have absolutely nothing to go on at this point, there's not really much else to do, right? We have no date. We have no idea what the headliners are going to be. We have no hints. This is all we got. So, of course, we're going to speculate. And that's why I wanted to do this video, where I speculate wildly and make things up wildly. Well, not wildly. There's some substantiated proof right here. So, let me know what you guys think about these units possibly being the ones that are going to be dropping for this year's Dokkan Heroes collaboration. I would be very excited to see these, but I gotta be honest, I feel like the Royal Blue Gogeta and the Super Saiyan 3 Full Power Rosé would be the more hype choice. But then again, if you do that, these units, the old, well, I wouldn't say this one, but the older units from before, yesteryear, if you will, like the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breakers and all that, will kind of just fade into obscurity if they were to be held off again for a year, and then next year comes around and all of this newer crazy stuff happens for Dragon Ball Heroes, and then everyone's like, remember those Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breakers? Yeah, I don't really care about those anymore because we got the Super Saiyan 5 Ultra Mega Super Roshi, you know? So I think if they're gonna do this and continue to do this the right way, I feel like they have to kind of stay a little bit behind in terms of their Dokkan releases. Keep them sort of flowing with the way things panned out the year before. That way people can hold on to the most recent units as sort of the promise for the next time. That way it'll actually add more intrigue to Heroes each and every year. Because if you just give everything that way we want right away, then there's nothing for us to look forward to on the next one. Could possibly affect business. I don't know. I'm just speculating. That's the whole point of this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about these... I was going to say leaks. Let me know what you guys think about these retweets. Do you think that the Dokkan community is going a bit too far with this speculation? Do you think it's warranted since we have absolutely no idea what's going on? Do you think Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken or the double Goku unit would be the better suitable lead for a new Dragon Ball Heroes banner? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.